Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4, or well, maybe I should say Kaiserreich on the Hearts of Iron 4 engine. This is probably a better case. So this is Gamer 1745 here, of course, and we're playing Royal Britain, or otherwise known as Canada, because that's where we're in exile. Okay, now I will say just before starting the, oh, what are you doing here? Oh, no, you're doing right. Okay. Before starting this, I made a brief episode. And I was going to try to allow this, but it times out to just sort of hang there. So we have to make a choice of just letting the Legation Cities go or doing something about it. Either way, it's going to, well, it's going to cost us 50 political points, and it's going to be problems. Sorry, reading the chat here. Well, no, he's an American. He should be able to influence the election. If James Wood was a foreigner, that's a different thing, you know. Now, whether your account, yeah, how do I put this? They're all up in arms over a few Russian bots and people trying to influence American elections. Well, if it's a paid thing, that is illegal, because foreigners are not allowed to pay for anything in any advertisement in America that would have an affect an election outcome. So they can't give money to a candidate. They can't decide to set up a PAC or some sort of, you know, organization that will affect an outcome of election. So they can't pay to it. But I don't think there is any law saying an Australian can't make statements on Twitter or statements on the street corner or be interviewed by a newspaper or a TV station that his statements might influence the outcome of an election. And so all the time, you know, okay, some of the time, you will have, say, ambassadors that will say, oh, well, of course we don't interfere in your politics, but we think X policy, you know, a trade policy normally or something like that, is beneficial to our country, whether that's like Canada or Japan or whatever else. And so, you know, oh, well, you know, and by saying something that may be clear that it supports one candidate or another, because one candidate may be for trade tariffs in America, the other one against it. So an ambassador is allowed to say, yeah, we're against trade tariffs, American trade tariffs. But of course, you get to do your own election thing. And of course, as a citizen of other countries, you have the right to say things, even if they're heard in America. You know, but to pay for it, that's the problem. So, yeah, sorry, people watching on YouTube. Okay, so what we're not going to allow this to stand. I was trying to move forces here before this happens, but we're going to go. It's going to hurt our political. And now we have available war goals. So get our army here fast. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, Stasha, yes. And Vietnam is seeking its independence from the German Reich. Or German East Asia. Yes. Don't know whether that's Ho Chi Minh. Let's see who is supposedly the leader of this. No, here. Oh, I'm looking for here. Nguyen An Nim. Okay. They didn't go for Ho Chi Minh. Oh yeah, I'm totally in agreement with any country when making laws that limit or stop or whatever foreign money coming in for, you know, affecting outcomes of elections or giving money to political leaders. and maybe stability in Argentina. That is perfectly legitimate thing for any country to do, and I'm happy that my country does it. And yes, I have been following some of what's going on in Australia and New Zealand with Chinese influence, and it is a problem in my opinion. Not just from an American standpoint, but from your own. Let's move both of these guys. So I want to do this smackdown fast. When available war goals. Okay, well, come on, let's at least get into the theater. I don't know that they have any navy to oppose our landings yet. Yes, I know, Azad, you aren't. Hey, I'm a creep. Please don't behave that way. Or I'm going to have Django kick you out. I just looked up and saw that. There are no pigs here. You can disagree with Azads. He knows I do at times. So, but be civil about it here. If you want to be nasty, there's other places to go. Well, yeah, send the Navy. How? I'm serious about this. Wait a minute. Do I have... Where can I send this Navy to? Can I base it out of here somewhere? Do I have territory out here? Oh, maybe it's... No. 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 Why isn't it letting me base? Yeah, it's just a civility question for me. I'm not trying to stifle your opinions or your views. Just be civil about it. Yeah, I don't know how to get my Navy out here. Armageddon. No, there was a country in Texas that bordered Mexico. There's a county. Okay. How interesting. It turns to the Republicans. Hadn't heard that. So I do know that there are some areas that have been Democratic. Texas, very long time. I don't know if you've heard of Congressman Charlie Wilson. I did get a chance to meet and talk with him. And I asked him the question why he didn't run as a Republican. Because if you look at a lot of Charlie Wilson's policies, both domestically and externally, they were in line with Ronald Reagan. And basically he said, my granddaddy would turn over in his grave or something like that. Words to that effect to me. And so his county, his region where he was a representative was a diehard Democrat region, but had policies and supported policies that were in line with Reagan. Reagan was the president at the time. Or was it Bush the Elder? I forget. No, it was Bush the Elder, I think. I think at the time, or just after. So this is many years ago that I talked to Charlie Wilson. They did make a movie about him. So I don't know if you've seen Charlie's War or the book. So yeah, I did meet him and talk to him for 20 minutes or something. It's not like we were buddies or anything. But yeah, so there are things like that. Control click on a port. Okay, we'll try that. Yes, I am still much more familiar with Hearts of Iron 3. Nope, doesn't seem to be sending. I'm holding down the control button. It's not letting me send fleets. I'm able to send troops, but I'm not able to send fleets under these conditions. Maybe we need to be at war or something together. Not sure. Okay. We're still in 36. We've got excavations. That's good. Radios. Control right click. Well, I think I did both, but let me try. Okay, select the Navy. That's it. Okay. Holding down the... Oh, let's zoom in. Holding down the control button and... Well, is it going here? Nope, it doesn't seem to want to let me do that. Belgium declared its Declaration of Independence. Uh-oh. Is it no longer part of the Central Powers or whatever it's called, I guess? What's the faction? Yep, it's no longer part of Reichsplan, whatever. Interesting, that may cause a war. Okay, we were still looking at technologies. I'm going to go with radios, sorry. Okay, there you go. Okay, cool. Now it's moving. Great, 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 great. But I still don't know if it's going to be... Well, once we get over here, we'll move to here. Thank you very much. That was a help. Okay, the Congress of Orléans. Let's pause this when we read it. With the recent independence of Belgium from the former German masters, the inevitable question that arose from this was simple. What next? The two nations sent representatives to the tiny Ardennes city of Orléans in the southern Wallonia, wherever that is. I know somewhere in Belgium. Or, yeah. Near the border with German Luxembourg. Ah, okay, yeah. The future path of Belgium in Europe was decided. Belgium and the Reich have agreed that in exchange for the Kaiser recognizing the formal independence of Brussels, Belgium would rejoin the Reichspakt, allowing the Germans to protect them against the aggression of the Commune of France. It appears that the Belgians are willing to compromise their newly won independence in order to safeguard their future. Okay, interesting. I don't remember that from my Belgium. Okay, close. Very good. Hey, Lord, good to see you. We are attempting to get our Navy down here and our Army. There's the Navy. At least a bunch of it. Don't think I need too much. Where is our Army? There we are, some of it. I'm worried about when does it expire. Well, I guess it's not expiring right now. Cool. Okay. Form the CBC. Very good. Now, there we go. Come up around here. Okay, now I don't know. But that doesn't get me to here. Maybe we can do this without sea support. Uh-oh, Tippett's trying to recruit people for War Thunder already. Okay, next. Let's see, National Research Council. That's where I think I want to go with this, because I want that extra research slot. That will give us a lot of capabilities. Yeah, and some people, if they're going to try to watch the chat, their bandwidth really may suck. So, my fleet got sunk, Lord. So it basically ended with that. Yeah, I won in India, but I wasn't going to be able to pursue anything more with without a fleet. So we have the RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and let's let's give them to a general. Click to assign. Okay. Okay, we have Arkenlech, Bolingbroke. Wingate, and Jungle Rat. Well, let's create a higher command. Yeah, Montgomery. We'll get to overall command this. Yeah, it was the U.S. They sunk my fleet out in this sea area here, and with that, I still had some carriers, but that was about it. And I didn't see a way ahead. Django said, "Yeah, hey, we'll rebuild your fleet." Yeah, but the U.S. is going to continue building its fleet, so we're never catching up. So it just, to me, it was lost. There was no point in continuing to do it. Okay, so oh, now it's not going to let me invade from here. Okay, I guess we got to go to war first, and then we'll try to bring them in as allies. So, We're going to declare war. Yes. Oh, yes. Annex. Call allies. Dominion has declared war. Okay. Very good. Now. Still not letting me do a naval invasion. Is Australia in the war yet? Yeah. Oh, now we can. Okay, good. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. We get Hong Kong, we can then move on to some other ones. Okay. So we now have mechanical computing. That is good. We've got this. We're still in 36. What should we do for doctrines, guys? Of course, my instinct is to go, you know, sort of German and whatnot. Yeah, Lord, I did save off a version of the game that I could keep playing with just in case they updated things. But yeah, I would have continued had I saw a way forward. Firepower, you think? Do new fighters? Well, I want to have, because if we're going to intervene in the American Armed Forces or Civil War, I think we need to get some doctrine stuff developed. Okay, we'll go do firepower. Okay, yeah. We need 14 days before we can invade. Okay. Let's speed this up a little bit. We're also waiting for these guys to get there. We'll see if the Canadians can do this. Okay. Charles Curtis, elected president of the USA despite the massive instability and rampant in the nation ever since the Great Depression, 1925. The president elections went forward. And voting results, the Republican candidate Charles Curtis is the 32nd president of the United States. Despite his advanced age, Curtis mustered health to run for the president for this time. Okay. We now have a new president down the south of us. Maybe. Quite honestly, I really haven't looked at it too much. Django here has looked at it more than I have, the new stuff. Maybe we will. Let's attach you to a new unit. And, now we'll give him to Allenbrook, and we'll move it under him. And we'll wait for this to get done. We ready to go? We're ready to go. Okay. Launch. See if we can invade. Go. Don't think we're controlling enough of the ocean. Elections in Italy. Elections in the Republic of Italy have ended with the Prime Minister Ivano Bonomi, whatever, remaining as Prime Minister. His gamble to call elections early due to Black Monday crisis has proven rather successful. Okay, well, let's select these guys. They have a slightly greater range, but we don't have anything that can get there, guys. Inferior enemy division still preparing. Thought it was ready to go. Send one battleship ahead. We have a battleship down here. We have a battle cruiser. See if that'll do it. Nope, it doesn't have the range. Okay, let's grab a battleship. Okay, these are pre-welter class, so they're not going to have very long ranges. Okay, max range 20,000 kilometers. What's my current max range down here? And yes, I may have just sent the wrong troops, or the wrong ships. Yep, same max range. What about those carriers? And what about my subs? 3,000. Well, that's a little further. Not going to get us there, though. 2,500. Got some subs here. Are these Pacific? 1,000 max range. Wow. The Dutch colonies? They're not letting me base there. They're not in the my faction. And we don't yet have the new expansion that gives us basing rights, or you can ask for and get basing rights and port calls and that kind of thing. We may be stuck with this. Well, you know, maybe 1,000 miles more would do it. Or kilometers, these damn kilometer thingies. You freaking Europeans and your weird distances. Okay, let's see. Well, they'll let me get to there, so that may be far enough. Okay. Base out of here and come to here. No, Philippines not yet. Yeah, no, we're not. Party popularity, stability, we're not doing very well on that right now. National unity is a gone thing. Our stability and our war support. Us Europeans, it's the world versus the US and Liberia on that one. Kingdom of Poland has joined. Okay. So they're now part of the Kaiser's world. We still don't have any political power. Ah, well. We've got to do something to increase our political power. Okay, well, well, we've got a bunch of things here we can now do. And we should have been paying closer attention. Okay, well, we're almost in December, so, we're gonna wait. Well, yeah, no, we don't need any new fighter types. We're gonna wait for 37. Well, yeah, let's get these that are here. No. They're almost pushed through. And okay, let's see. We remove spirit divided government. Let's see. Divided government. Stability minus 5% daily political power. That would help. So that would help there. Get rid of that. Reinforce the empire. That gives us political power. That would give us a bit of a boost. I think we want to do this, though. I want to do some of these infrastructure stuff, but we need more of that. Where is my ships? Where are my ships? They're at sea somewhere, most likely. Britain, who used to rule the seas, now can't get to Hong Kong. There's something wrong with that. Or are we there already? It'd be nice if we were. No. We're gonna put you guys. Oh no, we already. Okay, cool. Select. We're going to search and destroy. Here. That once they get up there, allow enough dominance to do that, to get in, invade. Yeah, that may do it. Uh-oh, we're not. Okay, intermediate zones, so let's see if we can... There we go. And... Oh, where's our destroyers? There's our destroyers. And here. Oh, do we need aircraft on a carrier? I don't know that we have any aircraft. It's... okay. Huh. That'll at least get some more factories built. Yeah, oh, we're in January. Okay, good. Now, let's get machine tools. You did mention that. See, we don't really like have any aircraft. Yes, of course I was joking about that. No, we have, well, capacity, and it looks like we have them there. Looks like. Maybe not. Because the capacity airplanes, capacity sort of says it's full. So I think it's there. Don't know why it's not showing up as a different sort of unit, but... yeah, we even got aircraft patrolling up there. Or somebody does. American unit is... oh, second of Civil War. Okay, here we go. The world's just... okay, guys, this is also where I need your support here. Remember now, we have no manpower. We've got negative 16 political power, so that isn't doing us any good. Stability, war support is fair. So, American Union state has declared war on the United States. The United States has descended into civil war with the syndicalists right on our doorstep and Huey Long rallying forces to oppose both. Chaos has overtaken our neighbors. We are thus presented with two choices. First, to activate Defense Plan 2 and move in and occupy a number of strategic locations, principally in New England region, even though this will greatly upset the American government. The second option is to aid the American government and perhaps even consider intervening in the war, perhaps the eventual goal of gaining their aid in retaking the home islands once the Civil War is over. Okay. What are we all saying here? Let me look back up the... red would be good. Okay. Hello, the Mormon. Good to see you. Be the idea. Okay, IKB thinks we should take New England. To Apocalypse. Okay. So that was... do this. Get Panama Canal, status of Alaska. Or we get these events for occupying New England, possibly the Panama Canal. And maybe even something for Alaska. Well, I know you say take them all. My sort of is, my army is in Australia right now, which is why I was worried about going after the Legation Cities. Not whether I could beat them or not, but how long it was going to take. So I have no manpower. I have no political power to even change my status. To get more manpower. So I can't fight a war now. I mean, just in a practical sense, I can't fight a war. I don't think I can, at least. Yeah, okay, so we're going to activate Defense Plan 2, which I think we get to do without going to war. The outbreak of the Civil War has left New England region lightly defended and vulnerable to occupation. If we strike first, we could close a weak point in our eastern flank and strengthen our position against any invasion from hostile American power. But all but abandon their government. We anticipate New England cousins will welcome our intervention. Seize New England. It's too risky. Gaines has occupied. Claims. Okay. Yes, we're going to see about seizing New England. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, we're no longer trading with them. Pacific states of the war. Okay. Civil War erupted in the United States, tearing apart the last shreds of unity in the Union. This presents us with the opportunity to seize strategically important Panama Canal for ourselves. There is very little that the U.S. government can do to stop us at this point. Seize the Panama Canal, or rather not. We lose stability. Gaines did not occupy the Panama. United States of America. This is ridiculous. Do we even want the Panama Canal? Take Panama and Alaska. Giving you guys a moment to weigh in here. You can close that off. It's a four-way civil war. Well, it's a... Oh, yeah, you're right. It's four-way. Well, I have seen America, United States, pull out of that before. And actually win, but... Okay, we do want the canal. Okay. So we'll grab the canal. Maybe that'll mean more manpower for us. Oh, and it gives us free dockyards. We're probably up here. And enough to start on... Well, let's do some destroyers. Seize it, take it all, take it all. Okay. Yeah, okay. Do I even need to ask in Gaines claim on that? Or I guess we're going to take this. I bow to the Twitch chat. Now we are no longer having much resources, so let's see who we might trade with for our oil. Pacific states. Yeah, let's do that. And for our steel. Union of Britain doesn't like us, of course. Looking to see if we have a good trade partner. Here we go. That would be good. No, not 16. Let's just go with 8. We'll have a little bit of a deficit. Okay, so we've got Canada now doing much bigger. How are our... Okay, well, a lot of industry in New England, or at least there was. Russia, Sweden for the steel. I wanted to go with an ally. Okay, we are invading here not very well. But at least we're invading. We need some of our better forces. These guys aren't enough. Okay. No, we don't want to. We want to cancel this. Throw plans in trash. Now we have. What do our Marines look like? Okay. Let's give them. This. Now these guys. Select all of these guys, and we're going to plan another invasion from Darwin to Hong Kong. How many days? 28 days. Okay. Well, I think it's time to end this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. And of course, please post questions, comments, suggestions. Love hearing from you. Tell me how I screwed this all up. I do want to know. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.